Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for another episode of Nika Goes Back and gives makeovers to literally every single Legacy sim she still has in her library. Today it's time for the pink generation for my pink not so berry heir Bambi and his wife Atsuko. But it actually took them quite a while to get married, and that was for a number of reasons. Well, actually, it was largely for one reason. Bambi didn't really want to get married. He felt like he doesn't need it, and he felt like they're already happy like this, just living together and being partners, and that they don't really need any official paper for that. But eventually he changed his mind and they did get married and they lived happily ever after, I would say. Also, he was worried that if they get married, somehow that will curse them. Like, they will get married, they will officially tie the knot, and then they will start having problems. Although they did already have some problems before that. Bambi and Atsuko are both very career-oriented, and a lot of times in their life they put their careers above everything else, including their children. Where have we seen that before? Oh right, Gen 2, the Rose generation. Yeah, they were really invested in their careers, and as you all know, I actually have my Gen 2 sim still around even in this was Gen 7 I believe, or Gen 8? No, Gen 7. And he saw that they were doing the exact same thing he did to his daughter. And so he tried to step in and he took care of his little descendant. I almost said ancestor. No, he took care of his little descendant and they got really close, and his descendant, her name is Pastel, really grew fond of him and eventually named her firstborn after him. Kind of. But let's talk about Gen 7, my pink generation. It was a weird time. As I already said in the orange video, I was kind of losing interest in the Legacy, and I had this issue in the beginning of the pink generation as well. I was not really enjoying it, I was not really into it. There were some issues in real life that I also had to sort, so it was just all around a bad time, but I pushed through, and then I turned things around and finished most of this generation in literally 3 days. 3 days, less than 72 hours. I mean, 3 days have 72 hours, right? And I didn't actually spend those 72 hours just playing The Sims, but I spent a lot out of these 72 hours playing The Sims. What am I saying? Well, you guys get it. 3 days. End of story. So yeah, I did that. I really rushed through it, and I think it shows sometimes. I think it shows a lot, but I had fun playing, and those 3 days were very important because I found my love for this Legacy back, and then I jumped back into it, and yeah. Also, another thing happened in this generation, and I also mentioned it already. Gen 7 is where the Ross and Caleb breakup takes place, and I talked about it enough in that house renovation video, so if you're interested in that, it will be linked here somewhere. Yeah, that's a storyline I'm not very happy with, but it happened. And actually, I think it contributed to the fact that Bambi was hesitant to get married, because he saw these two ancestors. He has, well, one ancestor and his husband. And all through growing up, he saw them as this perfect example of marriage, and he had no idea about the fact that when they're alone, their relationship is slowly falling apart and they are not able to fix it. And then actually, when he was an adult, when Bambi was an adult or young adult, whatever, he started finding out about it, and Rose actually told him a lot about these issues. And so I feel like this idea Bambi had about love, why did I say life? This idea that Bambi had about love started sort of falling apart, and he wasn't really sure what to do with that, and he came to a conclusion that the love that he used to dream about, or the love that he still dreams about, it's not real. It only happens in fiction, and real life can never come close to that. I don't know. It's something like this. It was something like this. It's a bit over dramatic when I think about it now, but yeah, that's how I did that 2 years ago or 3 years ago. No, I think it was the summer of 2021. Yeah, so it's 2 years and a few months. And then on the other hand, you have Atsuko, Bambi's partner, girlfriend, and later wife, and she is such a hopeless romantic, and she believes that the love that you can see in fairy tales and movies and books, that something like this can exist in real life. So they've got this big difference about them. They both love love, but they both believe differently in it, or rather, Bambi doesn't really believe in it, and Atsuko does. Well, I mean, Bambi believes in it too, but differently. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I wanted to say this to bridge to Atsuko and to talk about Atsuko more, and I got kind of tangled up in it. Anyway, fun fact about Atsuko, I actually didn't make her with the intention of using her in this legacy. She was just a random pink and white sim that I created, and then I just loved her so much, and I was just starting the pink generation, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna save her for later, and she will date either my heir or my heir's sister, and eventually she got together with Bambi, the heir. And she is so cute. She's probably one of my cutest sims I've ever created. She is so sweet. Like, maybe even too sweet. And I feel like I'm getting cavities just looking at her. And the joke actually wasn't funny, because I just now realized that I'm gonna be getting 2 teeth removed, because they are a total mess. I mean, I brush my teeth. The dentist literally said I am the best at brushing my teeth out of the entire family. No one brushes them better than me in my family. But still, I've got cavities. I've got terrible cavities on 2 teeth, so they will have to go away. And they are actually wisdom teeth, and nobody likes wisdom teeth, so it's actually a win for me, I guess. How did we get here? Oh my god, Atsuko. Yeah, she's cute. She's got a very cute style, and I had a lot of fun making her over. What is wrong with me today? Actually, I know what is wrong with me. Yesterday I had issues with my computer. I couldn't really record. It made me really sad and also really stressed out. Then my mom and I solved it, and today I've been able to record just fine, so I'm very hyped about that. I recorded a new episode of The Hills Legacy today, and then I went to record voiceovers for my Christmas shorts, not shorts, and I feel like I unlocked a new voice in me. I call it shorts voice. You know, like how you have customer service voice, and it's kind of weird and not really natural to you. I feel like my shorts voice is also not natural to me. I don't know when you watch it if you can tell a difference, but I can tell a difference, and I don't feel like myself in those shorts. And yeah, so I recorded like 16 voiceovers for that. I mean, I recorded voiceovers for 16 of those shorts, and it's still somehow stuck in my brain, and I can't really switch to my regular video voice, and I'm all over the place. I also had coffee. I had lunch just about an hour ago. I watched the new Doctor Who episode during lunch. It was amazing. It blew my mind. I loved it so much. It feels very much like the old Doctor Who episodes that I so fell in love with, and I'm just, oh my god, I can feel another Doctor Who face awaken in me. And I'm sorry that you will have to witness it. Oh my god, and the Percy Jackson show is coming in a few weeks. I'm just gonna be a fandom mess once again. You know, remember those fandom kids from like 2014? Yeah, that was me. And I'm gonna act like that again. it's not gonna be fun. Anyway, I think it's time to go. I guess we still have time to talk, but I'm not really doing well today. I mean, I'm doing too well today. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like these two Sims, because I really do like them. And I will see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye everyone.